course, you know we revolve around you. Today we've been looking at 4 motions. We started with Akwa State Governor Pastor Umoino, who has warned individuals erecting illegal structures to obstruct development projects to desist from art, as his government will only pay compensation in certified structures. We also talked about the court order, which ordered the federal government's disclosure of the spending details of about $5 billion Abacha loot from the time of President Obasanjo, President Yar'Adua, former President Jonathan, and of course the immediate past President Muhammadu Buhari. On JAMB Vs Mmesoma fake result, Trudeau uncovered Mmesoma to undergo counseling as UTME best scorer Kamsiyochukwu Umeh and her teacher gets 3.25 million naira. The new ECOWAS Chairman vows to take democracy seriously as his ministerial leaves anticipation heightens. Of the House, it's time now to take your comments and contributions via the phone lines and our Facebook page. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the plenary.
Good morning, Mr. Speaker. Good morning, the leader of the Parliament. I'm Mike, calling from you.
Welcome, Parliamentarian Mike.
Thank you, my brother. My concern is in regard to what is trending in regards to the forgery of the results. We all know that that kind of a thing is under the law of this land and to be prosecuted. We know that. Now, what about all these politicians, a whole lot of them, who have been submitted fake results to the INEC? How many of them are being prosecuted? Now, Mr. Speaker, even the present president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, he submitted a fake result to INEC, and the INEC accepted. If punishment is going to be carried out, they should start from the top, from all these politicians, let them start the prosecution from the president, who has submitted a fake result. The certificate that is not owned by him is submitted to the INEC and they receive it. Now, Mr. Speaker, my concern is always, if we look at it, it's amazing that the many people, those that call themselves the many people, the lawyer, will have the mind to defend somebody with fake certificate. Fake certificate. And the lawyer, the many people will defend them. Go extra mile to defend them. Is it this little girl that they want to say the something? Good. I'm not like saying what the girl is doing is fine. I'm not saying that. But let them start from the top and defend to that girl before judgment will be preferable. Nobody will do us in this 21st century, in this country. It is too much. People, a whole number of the leaders of our day, a whole number of them are with fake certificate. If they want to prosecute, let them go and start from that top, from those top, and defend to this little girl. I'm not saying that what she's doing is fine, but let's do the right thing in this country. It is high time we stand up. It is high time. Let us rise and defend the truth so that people will be cautioned in this regard. It is something of most concern to me. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much, Parliamentarian Mike. Valid concerns going in the way of Nigerians who are asking, should we punish the 19-year-old who has fetched her result and have accepted? There are also arguments whether or not she actually did forge the result or she admitted to forging the result as a result of the force and pressure or did that under duress. These are all different concerns from the Nigerian society. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the plenary.
Good morning, Mr. Speaker.
Welcome.
Happy New Week.
Happy New Week to you.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, I want to talk about 2 things in your point of discussion this morning.
Your name, Parliamentarian?
This is Federal Mike Admiral from our nation.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. Firstly, I want to congratulate Mr. President for emerging as a president of ECOWAS. It's a very big achievement for the people of Nigeria. Secondly, Mr. Speaker, Nigeria facing to go out from the dark ages. And Abacha, before Nigeria endorsed in recovering this money, they go with the wrong motive. And that is why the Abacha is not used resourcefully. Thirdly, I have, in your point of discussion, I have heard you talk about our dear governor moving to develop the state. I want our governor to also look at other community, other local governments apart from.
Hello, parliamentarian.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead. We missed you down the line there. Go ahead.
Okay. I was talking about development in Akwa State that our dear governor is eager to do, to engage. I want our governor to concentrate development to other local governments, not concentrating development alone in the state capital. Other local governments like other nations deserve a very good development. We also deserve a flyover. We also deserve a good route. We also deserve company coming into our own nation. We have the water line. We have everything. Our nation is peaceful. So if we must embark on development, we must not concentrate development alone at the state capital.
All right, thank you very much, parliamentarian. We must not center on the focus or center our focus as a state just at the capital level. Well, that has been an argument that has been raised by many parliamentarians. And of course, in just to bring up more information about the governor's statement, he's also said that he directed all the local government chairmen to make available portions of land for developmental projects to be sited across the local government areas in Akwa Ibom State. How that is going to be achieved is what we have to keep watching out for. But hello, good morning. Welcome to the plenary. Please welcome to the radio set or turn down the volume before you connect us so we can have audio clarity and have civil conversations. Of course, all of us parliamentarians would love to hear what each and every one of us has to contribute on the floor of the House this morning. Good morning, parliamentarian.
Good morning. Hello?
Yes, good morning, parliamentarian.
Okay, my name is David.
Well,
somebody just called a minute ago and said that the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria submitted a fake result to INEC. And you were just there keeping quiet. Do you know the implication of that? Tomorrow now, if NBC comes on you on a play and you begin to cry foul.
Parliamentarian, I don't know where you come from to just make assumptions and try to cause issues where there is none. The last caller who called alleged that some politicians in Nigeria have submitted fake results and other credentials, and they should also be proved before coming down on the girl. There was no specific, so you have to be careful. Instead of, trying to causing issues, you should rather focus on the issues.
Somebody mentioned the president.
I don't know which station you listen to, but it definitely was not on the floor of the People's Parliament. So please go ahead and make your contributions. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the plenary.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Speaker.
Welcome, parliamentarian.
I'm just welcome the Prince.
Welcome.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker, I want to also check on this issue of JAMB forgery result by little girl. We can hear that Anambra says they set up a panel to check into what happened, what was the persecution of things. And to me, I begin to wonder, how could that little girl have such, this is the software stuff, how could you have such a kind of a technology to hack into JAMB official web page and make this? That means that there is a syndicate. Anambra State fact-finding could not tell us who were the syndicate behind this thing and how many people were there involved in this kind of crime. And to me, I think this thing is this guy is being pressure on the viewers. So this kind of thing that call upon the concern of the civil organization to wrap into this issue and get the information and tell the public the true situation of things. Because I don't really believe on the report of the Anambra State panel of inquiry on this issue. So I think it will be pertinent civil organizations like SERAP and the rest, civil liberty, they should come into this matter and unravel the mystery behind this forgery saga. To me, that's my own position to this morning. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Parliamentarian Prince Akpan, for joining us on Floor of the House this morning. Heading back to our Facebook page to take some more comments. We have Parliamentarian Godwin Atem, who says, good morning, Mr. Speaker. On the appointment of the President as the Chairman of ECOWAS, I want to say congratulations to him. But let him work towards making Nigeria a giant of Africa, as it were. That's from Parliamentarian Godwin Atem. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the plenary.
Good morning, Mr. Speaker. I'm Akwa Solomon.
All right, welcome, Parliamentarian. Go ahead.
Yes, Mr. Speaker. You see, Mr. Speaker, listeners are carefully listening to radio. And we do understand and we do follow facts. Understand? In fact, I want to tell you, in terms of the very, very well, that caller said, he admitted that it was his first word to say, the president submitted first result to INEC before proceeding to leaders. He first of all said the president submitted first result to INEC before proceeding. Just say you didn't get it well. And I was listening to whether you would tell him, did you have proof?
All right, let me pause you there, Parliamentarian. Let me pause you there. Has there ever been time where people make assumptions or allegations that I don't caution them?
That's what I said. Maybe you don't get it fine. That's what, because I was listening. I mean, that's a girl's result. And that girl should be thoroughly investigated, because if you want to thoroughly investigate that girl, it is not that girl that purposely done it by himself. Somebody that have been behind. And maybe the person treating the girl, not to mention his name, and that's why the girl takes the blame upon himself, because somebody must have taught the girl on how to do that thing. I don't think the girl just know that app by himself, went to Google Play Store to know that app by himself, to do that thing. So the thorough investigation should be investigated to see who taught that girl that thing.
All right. Thank you very much, Parliamentarian. Well, this is just one report by the Anambra State panel of investigation. We are yet to hear from the one set up by the House of Rep as against this issue. Recall last week that the House of Rep had also asked JAMB to stay action, and they set up an ad hoc committee to investigate this matter and report back in 1 week. So let's wait and see what the National Assembly's report will look like, if it will go against that of the Anambra State or would further give authenticity and validity to that has been issued already. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the plenary.
Good morning, Mr. Speaker.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me onto this plenary. I am the president. I'm calling from you. Mr. Speaker, in as much as you've been frequently cautioning people that make claims on the floor of the plenary, I will assume that you didn't hear that caller well. That caller was specifically saying that the president submitted the results to INEC. I will assume, like I've said, that he didn't hear him well. But I heard him very clearly that he mentioned the president before proceeding to other politicians. That should be condemned. He is not the chairman of the Presidential Elections Tribunal. Neither is he the chief judge of Nigeria to accepting the claim that the president submitted the results to INEC. That should be discouraged on the floor of this plenary, Mr. Speaker. That caller should call back to apologize that. Mr. Speaker, I want to congratulate the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria on his newly appointment as the head of ECOWAS. Mr. Speaker, this is a good development for this nation, Nigeria. I think the President of ECOWAS being our President, I think he will use that office to solve so many issues back here in Nigeria. Mr. President, aside from that, I want to take this time to apologize to our parliamentarians for defending Mmesoma Edet that she did not force in achieving that. Mr. Speaker, I am so ashamed of that girl. I didn't expect that, and I didn't see that coming. I am saying this because there are reports that she admitted that she brought that result. This should be discouraged, Mr. Speaker. And also, Mr. Speaker, lastly, for the governor of Akwa State, I keep on saying that he has started on a very positive note. I commend him for his move. This a positive beginning determines a positive ending. I pray God to guide him and also direct him in his part of governance. God bless Akwa, God bless Nigeria. I am the Frank Young, Mr. Speaker.
All right, thank you very much, Parliamentarian Frank Young. And I'd like to restate here that there is no time on the floor of the Parliament that any parliamentarian issues a statement that goes against the guidelines of a broadcast profession, and of course in line with extant laws in Nigeria, that we do not caution and of course ask the parliamentarian to take back and then issue the correction needed. So if the parliamentarian did say anything contrary to the rules and guidelines, not just within the context of our discuss, I'd like for that parliamentarian to call back. But I still maintain, if I heard, there's no way I would not caution or yank off the parliamentarian before even going forward. Like all of us know, this is the People's Parliament, and we are not in any way for persons to use the platform to insult government officials or insult a constitutional authority or make comments that are capable of causing the breakdown of law and order. Don't forget, this is the People's Parliament. Just take one call before we head out to our second recess. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the plenary. Good morning, parliamentarian. Sorry, we lost connection. Good morning. Please walk away from your radio set or turn down the volume before joining us so that we can have clear conversations. But I have to cut you off until you can do that. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the plenary.
Hello, thank you for that. The issue about Nigeria to market, we have problems with ourselves, which we don't want to let our leaders. We have a president in this country, 2014, claiming that his certificate are with the military. Military says his certificate are not with them. And when the president, the man becomes president of Nigeria, he does not order military to bring that certificate out to prove that yes, I really have it. We have a president in this country who did not tender his secondary certificate and the tender is on university level. How can you go to university without going to secondary and primary school?
Okay, parliamentarian, I have to pause you there. If you're making allegations, mention the certificates and bring out those cases which are already have gone through the law court and had been sorted out. You can't make assumptions, you can't make allegations without valid proof. Literally, there is no case in Nigeria that has gone through the courts bordering on certificates. The ones that are currently ongoing is left for the court to decide, and the ones that had been before now was decided upon by the court. And as long as the court has given its verdict, you cannot speak otherwise of those cases. All right? So let's be properly guided on what we say and how we assume things. There have been allegations and spades of crimes committed by politicians, yes, we know. But until they are proven guilty by a court of competent jurisdictions, as far as the law of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is concerned, you cannot say that they are guilty when the court has not said so. But we'll take a short pause here and head out to our second recess, where we'll be bringing you BBC The World in 2 minutes and a few more commercials. When we do return to the floor of the People's Parliament, we'll dwell more on the different motions, particularly the very last motion. Of course, we'll do that by taking your calls and comments as well, live side by side on the floor of the People's Parliament. Stay with us.
Solo come fosse un'abitudine, passo fuori al mare anche stasera.
The Classical Music Rendezvous on Planet 101.1 FM.
It's a whole concert on radio.
Emotionally uplifting.
Offering an alternative to appreciate modern world music.
Are you a classical music fan?
On Planet 101.1 FM.
Catch all your favorites on Saturdays, 9:30 to 10:30 p.m. Classical music.
The world of the refined mind.
or 0704-454-6366. Spectrum TV, broadening your horizon. Can I have your attention, please? Ever wondered how to get your business?
This is the story of two friends who lived in the same neighborhood, Smart and Lucky. Lucky didn't accept the COVID-19 vaccine and stopped everyone in his house from being vaccinated. Before you can say Jack Robinson, there was a COVID-19 outbreak in the area. Lucky and two members of his family got infected. Lucky was sick and couldn't do his business for months. Now, even food to chop no day. His nephew got very sick. It didn't no end well at all.
We did all we could, but he didn't make it.
But Smart's case did different. Everybody in his family was vaccinated. Only one person got infected and his symptoms were minor. Who would you rather be, Smart or Lucky?
Protect yourself, family, friends, and community from COVID-19. Get vaccinated sharply.
Do it for love.
Do it for love.
Do it for love.
This is Planet in partnership with the BBC. And now, BBC Minute.
BBC News with Emily Thomas. On the eve of NATO's annual meeting, the leaders of Turkey and Sweden are due to hold talks on Stockholm's bid to join the alliance. President Erdogan has blocked Sweden's membership since last year. He accuses Stockholm of not doing enough to deal with suspected Kurdish militants living there. President Biden, who's in London on his way to the NATO summit, will hold talks with the British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak later. He'll also meet King Charles. The war in Ukraine is expected to be at the top of the agenda. Another member of an alleged Russian spy ring has been arrested in Poland. In all, 15 people have so far been arrested during the investigation. Police in China say three children were among 6 people killed in a stabbing attack at a nursery. It took place in the province of Guangdong. A man has been arrested. The Chinese government has stressed the positive outcome of 4 days of talks with the U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen. The Finance Ministry said cooperation with the United States was the correct choice. Residents of the South African province of Gauteng have been urged to be more vigilant about the liquids they consume because of a cholera outbreak. Nearly 50 people have died in recent months. The new Nigerian president, Bola Tinubu, has been elected as chairman of the West African regional bloc, ECOWAS. He takes over at a time of growing insecurity in the region, with an increase in attacks by jihadist groups and military coups in a number of West African countries. Legal proceedings have begun in New Zealand over alleged health and safety failings in the run-up to a volcanic eruption. 22 people died in the disaster in 2019. Representatives of several New Zealand businesses will go on trial in Auckland on Tuesday. The trial could last up to 4 months. That was the latest world news from the BBC in London.
The world in 2 minutes.
Hey, that's why you came this early morning. I even
thought you were flashing when I saw your call.
Flash, I have upgraded, and this time I'll be the one to spoil you. So get ready.
Wait, don't tell me better thing has landed.
Yes, so Zenith Better Life promo is back with season 3, and I just won a 150k gift card.
That's right. Zenith Bank is giving away gifts worth 150,000 naira each to 20 lucky customers every 2 weeks in the Zenith Better Life promo season 3. To qualify, simply open a Zenith Bank account and maintain a minimum of 5,000 naira. Request and collect a physical or virtual Zenith Bank debit card. Then download and register on the Zenith mobile app or register for *960# Easy Banking. This promo runs from June 1st, 2023 to May 31st, 2024 and is open to new and existing account holders. Terms and conditions apply. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
Julius, tell me in 20 seconds 5 things Samsung customer service has to offer.
1. Samsung offers 24 months manufacturer's warranty on all our products purchased from Nigeria authorized stores and dealers. 2. Samsung Care Plus, a screen repair cover for up to 12 months, activated for free within 30 days of your purchase. 3. Verified WhatsApp channel for easy and swift support and the Samsung customer service at your fingertips. 4. Samsung authorized service centers nationwide to cater to your Samsung products. And lastly, free delivery and installation of TVs, washing machines, refrigerators, air conditioners purchased in Lagos and Abuja.
And there you have it. For more information on Samsung customer service, check our Instagram page at Samsung_Nigeria. Send email to ngservice@samsung.com and call toll free or WhatsApp on 0800-726-7864. That's 0800-SAMSUNG.
In line with our vision to become and remain a constant choice of information dissemination and public enlightenment, as well as propagate quality broadcasting, TAF Media Group, the umbrella body of Planet Radio, Tangsio FM and Spectrum Television, is glad to announce the existence of our one-stop feedback channel where questions and concerns about our policies and programming can be channeled. In this wise, legitimate and responsible queries and complaints will be entertained via these platforms for swift responses. Call, SMS or reach us via WhatsApp on 0916-984-0307 or send us an email on tafmediagroup1@gmail.com.
Music while you work on Planet 101.1 FM. Get in and stay in the mood for a productive day. 11 a.m. to 12 noon. Music while you work. It's all about creating the healthy work ambience.
We revolve around you. We've been talking about 4 motions on the floor of the House. We started with Akwa State Governor Pastor Omoino, who has warned individuals erecting illegal structures to obstruct development projects as is from Act, as his government will only pay compensation on certified structures. We talked about the court orders, disclosure of the spending details of about $5 billion Abacha loot from the time of President Obasanjo, Yar'Adua, Jonathan, and Buhari. And of course, JAMB Vs Mmesoma fake result, truth uncovered. Mmesoma to undergo counseling as UTME best scorer Kamsiyochukwu Umeh and her teacher gets 3.25 million naira. President Tinubu becomes a new ECOWAS Chairman, vows to take democracy seriously as the ministerial leads anticipation heightens. Let's get back to the phone lines for more comments and contributions. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the plenary.
Hello, good morning, Mr. President. Mr. Speaker.
Welcome, Parliamentarian. Could you please speak up?
Yes, this is Mr. Rock calling from you.
Sorry, I didn't get your name.
Okay, Mr. Rock calling from you.
Mr. Rock. All right, go ahead, Parliamentarian.
Yes, I want to appreciate you for your duty. You showed them very, very well. And you've been doing a great part of taking on board. And by extension, your station. And in fact, I didn't want to call until I heard parliamentarians calling to say that they had one of the callers mentioned the president's name, and I don't want to beat the dead horse, but I want to say I didn't hear it. I didn't hear that statement, and I'm not trying to say that they are wrong, but I think also you didn't hear it because I didn't say I deleted the program. And I think if you have heard it, I know you would have cautioned the caller. And secondly, I want to say that based on the appointments being done in the federal court, I think last weekend, and he made a fine suggestion which I agree with because then he said if those positions are available, I think they should actually be, people should apply immediately. The government should interview them, ask them what they want to bring on board before appointing. I think appointment should be done by interview, not by just saying, okay, I'm trying to physically appreciate you. Although that cannot be ruled out permanently. I get me.
Yes. Hello, parliamentarian. Okay, I think we lost connection midway there. I appreciate if you can call back to wrap up your thoughts on the floor of the House this morning. But about the appointment of Governor Pastor Umeh Obasanjo, there have been speculations, which of course, until the list is out and we can account for the number, that about 42 persons might be making it to the list, and of course over 308 aides, and there have been a lot of concerns on the part of Akwa, but these are just speculations. We cannot speak on them until the governor actually brings out his list of commissioners and aides. It is them that we can speak authoritatively, judging from what the governor of Akwa State has released to the Akwa State House of Assembly. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the plenary.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, parliamentarian. Could you please speak up? We can barely hear you.
Okay, my name is I'm calling from
Your name is what, sir?
Mr. Dan.
All right, Dan. Welcome back.
Yeah, thank you. I want to commend the People's Parliament for the good working that they have done to the state. And at the same time, I commend the governor of Akwa State for what he has done for the people of Akwa State. I mean Pastor, the new governor, Pastor Moino, for what they have done to the people living with disability. For the past 8 years, the people of living with disability have not been recognized. And at the same time, it is Governor Moino that have put mind for people living with disability. I want to still back on him that there are people living with a disability that have been finished school. Most of them have graduated for the past 4 years. They do not even have anything doing. Please let him continue to look on affairs of people living with a disability in this state. May God bless him.
All right, thank you very much for joining us this morning on the floor of the Parliament. Well, the move by Governor Pastor Omoino to bring in inclusiveness on the part of people living with disability, as at last 2 weeks when he made the announcement of the 100 million naira education fund, has been widely commended across the state and outside the state, particularly owing to the fact that it was not just meant for students living with disability who are of Akwa Ibom origin, but also extended it to people who are not of Akwa Ibom origin but residents in Akwa Ibom State. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the plenary.
Good morning, Mr. Speaker.
Welcome, parliamentarian.
We are busy calling back.
Go ahead.
I thank God that I have been vindicated, because you said you don't know where I came from to listen to Planet FM. That sort of thing never happened. But thank God that our parliamentarians called. It's not that I hate you. I'm just trying to protect the station and asking you to do the right thing.
Parliamentarian, just like you heard another parliamentarian also called in, he's been listening and didn't hear. So these are two things. Like I said earlier, if that statement was made, it goes against everything, the constitutions, our professional ethics, and of course it goes against the guidelines of the People's Parliament, which I echo every other day. And of course you would hear, I'd call for that parliamentarian to call back and make apology for it.
Yes, my happiness is that I've been vindicated. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, parliamentarian. Just like you've been vindicated, I can equally say so, but be that as it may, it's still a way to caution each and every parliamentarian that when you do call, the floor of the People's Parliament is to speak a mind, yes, but know that freedom of expression comes with responsibility, and part of that responsibility is knowing that you have to walk in line with the extant laws of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. As against that, you can be held accountable for libel and defamation of character, and other things can be taken against you in the court of law, and we don't want that, not on the floor of the People's Parliament, definitely not for all parliamentarians or any parliamentarian for that matter. So let's be properly guided within and always on every day that we are on the floor of the Parliament. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the plenary.
Good morning once again, Mr. Speaker.
Welcome, parliamentarian.
Welcome, Mr. Speaker, I think such comment done by parliamentarian that might bring any adversary reaction or an adversary engagement. You have the instrument of the Parliament to apologize to anybody that statement might have caused them damage or anything, and down the comment in the Parliament. I think that's the way to do it. There is not this kind of thing that we will be debating on. But if he says so or if he doesn't say so, shouldn't be the point. There are other in the other paper, so we need to follow the sequence. That's my own suggestion. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, parliamentarian. Again, as far as condemning the statement is concerned and offering an order of retraction, it's been done already. And of course, I'd say the parliamentarian who made that comment should call back and apologize, not just to the floor of the People's Parliament, but to the entirety of Nigerians for making unverifiable claims. And of course, that suffices for it. But then going forward, I'll still reiterate, as a parliamentarian, when you do call, your job is to make contributions on the floor of the People's Parliament on the different motions raised. And while doing that, know that you're also responsible to conduct yourself in strict compliance to the rules and guidelines guiding our deliberations. And of course, that has always been highlighted on the very beginning of the Parliament on every other day. So apologies offered on this part, and of course, we're not debating on whether or not he has said. Some persons like myself I didn't hear, and other parliamentarians who didn't hear, but that is not the bone of contention. So if he did say, please call and make an open apology to all parliamentarians. And going forward, let's all be properly guided on the comments and conversations that we make on the floor of the People's Parliament. Well, heading back to our Facebook page to take some more comments that we have. Parliamentarian Emmanuel Ntekem says, good morning, Mr. Speaker. The decision of the High Court in favor of syrup on behalf of Nigeria is in order. Series of Abacha lists have been sent to Nigeria, but we have no good account of how it was or is utilized. Indeed, we need account of the national treasure. Secondly, Mmesoma actions of falsification of a JAMB results in terms of academic plagiarism, which deserve prosecution. Well, JAMB did well to stand their grounds. Concerning the demolition of houses for road expansion, what is the position of the government on people refusing to take the sum allotted to them after valuation by valuer? Is it that the owner of such building above the supremacy of the law, irrespective of the COO certificate of their land? That's a question that will definitely take it up, but I'm here to come across such scenario playing out. Definitely will reach out to the government officials responsible for this movement in Akwa Ibom State and then get verification. Of course, we'll answer that question. Parliamentarian Douglas Peter says, good morning, the People's Parliament. Nigeria has the most representation at the Parliament, and it is distributed according to the population of the member state. But beyond a numerical advantage, we are the economic mainstay of the bloc. Primarily, subsidies gone made the bloc develop goods pimples, especially the CFA-based economies and francs. The only panacea in sight is to yet again patronize us with the chair, one of their usual gimmicks, but not again. We are all the wiser now to make Nigeria first in every transaction, in every negotiation. Congratulations, Mr. President. Douglas from Benin. Okay, talking about the emergence of President Ahmed Bola Tinubu as the chairman of ECOWAS and the need for ongoing negotiations. Well, last week, the federal government came out to speak about the need for all of government's negotiations and contracts to be thoroughly looked into and the terms agreed upon in a way that the Nigerian government will not be hooked midway down the line. One of the such deal that is currently on the heels of the federal government is the gas supply deal, which the federal government is trying to find a way to find a lasting way out of it, which of course they have said has put the country in a fix. For supplying gas at the expense of the country without necessarily benefiting from it is definitely not a negotiation that was done in the overall best interest of Nigeria. Parliamentarian Henry Wan says, good morning, Mr. Speaker. Court ordering for details of spending of Abacha loot is only wasting its time. In Nigeria, people are not held accountable and corruption is in the increase. Cases are abound where snakes swallowed money and NDDC forensic saga. How far? Abacha money, as I know, was looted only to be relooted. This is Nigeria. Anything goes. Henry Wa, written from Canaan City. Parliamentarian Henry Wa, well, anything doesn't go in Nigeria. It's been stated, and of course, as long as this money is concerned, we'll have to wait for what will be the position of the federal government after the court verdict. Remember, President Ahmed Bola Tinubu has said he is going to adhere to the rule of law as the #1 citizen. So this is the first opportunity for him to do that by the court order directing the federal government to offer to not just Syria, but also made available the expenses and other details of how the Abacha loot of over $5 billion was utilized in Nigeria. Parliamentarian Mayor Abasi says, good morning, Mr. Speaker. Court ordering former Nigerian president to give account of Abacha loot is a complete waste of time and kind of order to gain public attention. Which institution will hold the former president responsible in this country where this honesty has taken over every public servant? Judiciary should focus on how to clean their institutions from corruption as Nigerians can start taking them serious. Abacha loot is what I liken as lootery loot, and okay, where the looted funds are sent to a president and they will in return. Okay, I have to pause this comment here. It seems every parliamentarian is thinking that the money coming in is being relooted. Well, on the part of President Tinubu's emergence as ECOWAS Chairman is a welcome development, but he shouldn't use our funds to run the affairs of the new union. Recommending counseling for Mmesoma is a welcome development, but she is indeed intimating the current trend in the society where most civil servants are faking their birth certificate in order to remain in service. Is a sad situation, though. Well, okay. Thank you very much, Parliamentary Mayor Abasi. But on the faking of result or civil servants' birth certificate, we're yet to see any case of that coming from either the state civil service or the federal civil service. So these are mere allegations without valid proof. I'd like to caution you to exercise restraint within your four that discuss on the floor of the Parliament. Going back to the phone lines. Good morning. Welcome to the plenary. Good morning, Parliamentarian. Hello, good morning. Okay, I have to let you go. I can barely hear you, but please try and connect us back so you can get to make part of the comment on the floor of the Parliament this morning. Still going back to our Facebook page and some of the comments we still have. We'll be right back, but after this comment. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the plenary. Good morning, Parliamentarian. Hello, good morning. Please walk away from your radio set and turn down its volume.
Yeah, I'm doing that already.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead, Parliamentarian.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker, I want to commend you firstly for the way you are handling issues. This goes a long way to show that you are a man of integrity. You're welcome. I want to say something about the Mmesoma issue. In particular, I want to believe that they might have been some accomplice in this issue. There were some people that were lending helping hands. I think people, the relevant authorities should go further to look for people that lend this helping hand in this case, so that they too can face the law. As for Tinubu becoming the ECOWAS president, is the best thing to happen to ECOWAS. I believe in Tinubu I know that he can deliver. So I want to implore all the West African leaders to play with him. I think he will be able to salvage West Africa from the bondage of the ages. Then concerning the meeting of Abacha lead, I think this is a case for a court. The court will definitely decide if the former administration did it or not. So I think we'll leave it to the court to decide. Thank you for having me. God on Friday.
All right. Thank you very much, Parliamentarian Godwin, for joining us. Heading back to the comment section on our Facebook page, Parliamentarian Itogo Wekan James says, good morning, Mr. Speaker. And dear parliamentarians, I'm Itogo Wekan from Ikodudo Idem, Padinin local government area. I want to state that a call by a governor, Pastor Umono, warning members of the public against building of unauthorized structures is detriment to the state development. I'm adding that the government should make more laws and empower the local government to monitor and restrict these illegal structures now and in the nearest future to avoid all these distractions in the course of further development. The girl who faked her JAMB result needs to be counseled for her to put her smartness into positive actions and to save her from being traumatized due to the stigma that she has caused herself. Thank you for having me. Thank you for joining us. Parliamentarian Huwem Okonna says, good morning, Parliament. I'm in support of the Akwa Ibom state government because sometimes individuals become the downfall of the government. Parliamentarian Comrade Kwenokwan says, good morning, Mr. Speaker. Congratulations to President Tinubu for his appointment as ECOWAS Chairman. Parliamentarian Savior Hazard says, good morning, Parliamentarian. I'm really in support of the Akwa Ibom state government because sometimes individuals become the cause of government failing. Parliamentarian Sebon Udokpan says, all protocols duly observed. Congratulations to President Tinubu for his emergence as ECOWAS chair. And in support of the state governor's decision against people erecting illegal structures and government right way of projects, sometimes individuals are the downfall of government. The governor has started well. I pray he should continue like this till the end of his tenure. That's from Parliamentarian Sebon. Parliamentarian Kingsley Kanem says, Mr. Speaker, I'm watching from myself. I'm feeling in support of the Akwa Ibom state government concerning the illegal structures warning. And as for the court ordering concerning the spending of Abacha's loot, please, they should go and rest because they don't have anything to say. Is it today that they remember Abacha's loot? Well, okay, you can say the court should go and rest. Remember, court processes takes time. It takes time from the filing of the case to the different hearing to the adjournment until the case is actually decided upon. So this didn't start today. It's been a long case coming, and its verdict has just been given as of last week. And of course, many have commended the movement of the court. It is now waiting on the President, Ahmed Bola Tinubu, to see the reaction. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the plenary. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Yes, good morning, Parliamentarian.
Hello?
Parliamentarian, go ahead, I can hear you.
Good morning, very well. I am Umasku. Glad to join you. I want to say...
Go ahead.
I want to say that people should not be in a hurry to rush His Excellency the Governor to constitute his executive. He's still within the time frame. Let me come. When somebody is born again, all things have passed away and everything is becoming new. The governor must be given time to consult and make up his choice because to whom much is given, much is expected. People should into taking His Excellency to construct his executive that will comprise of this and that. No, I am against that. It's just 1 month and few days old. It's still within the limit of time. Even if other states might have constituted their executive and commissioners, they are indifferent, they are different political peculiarities in different states. What is obtainable, political or obtainable in other states might not be what is obtainable here. The governor should be given time to think, consult, and make them before we can decide. And the second one, I want to say, what fell up is, the secret for fell up in the court is not only for fell up, it is for Nigeria. I have never seen a country where a former or present president have never been put or tried. The only country is Nigeria. Many countries have been proving their fault and president standing trial. But here in Nigeria, nothing like that has happened. There have been so many proofs, many corruption by ex-president and present president. So the call by Sarah for now is up. I want Nigerians to support Sarah so that our former presidents, former head of
Thank you very much. Well, for any president or former president to be probed, it therefore means there has to be a case instituted against such president, and this is the first of its kind that we are seeing, courtesy the CREP. And of course, many have said this is in the interest of Nigerians, and this is a win for Nigerians. We now wait for the reactions that would come from the presidency, whether or not the court order would be adhered to. But we have to trust President Ahmed Bola Tinubu's statement during his inauguration, where the rule of law is sacrosanct, and his government and administration would adhere strictly to it. Well, definitely we'll be seeing a positive thing or action coming from that point. On the case of Mmesoma, many Nigerians are advocating for her to be counseled and minimal punishment given. And of course, they've also celebrated the actual highest scorer of the 2023 UTME exams, talking about Kamsiyochukwu Umeh, who actually scored the highest of 360 aggregates for the 2023 UTME examination. Precious Umeh Nkechinyere, that's her name. 360, the highest score. And of course, I'd like to appreciate, for those of us in Akwa Ibom State, please do not take your building to the right of way of government, particularly when you know a development project is coming. It's illegal, and of course, the government have said they're not going to pay. My name is Francis Oyema Edet, the Speaker of Parliament, wishing you a very beautiful new week filled with God's blessing. From me to you is bye-bye. God bless Akwa Ibom State. God bless Nigeria. Let's continue to pray for our leaders.